Sony tries to steal Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! From CBS. Sony and CBS are in a legal battle over the two game shows Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! The two companies both feel they have the rights to the game shows. Who will win the legal battle? Keep reading to find out more. Sony sent CBS a letter. Sony Pictures Television and CBS are in a feisty legal battle over the distribution of the popular game shows Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! Sony recently sent a letter to CBS on February 3, 2025, informing the company that it would take over the distribution of new episodes of the shows starting as early as next week. This would involve delivering episodes to over 200 TV stations that air these shows across the country. Sony's move follows a lawsuit it filed against CBS in October 2024, accusing the company of breaching its distribution contract and failing to meet obligations, including over a dispute with ratings provider Nielsen. CBS, however, strongly disagrees with Sony's claim. In response to Sony's letter, CBS told station affiliates that Sony has no right to take control of distribution and that the agreement between the two companies still stands. CBS insists that its contract with Sony, dating back to the 1980s, grants CBS the rights to distribute the shows in perpetuity. CBS maintains that Sony's claims are based on dissatisfaction with an old deal that they now want to change. Both companies hold rights. At the center of the dispute is a complex legal battle over control of the distribution rights for the two shows. CBS and Sony have both argued that they hold the rights to the shows through different paths. CBS took control of the distribution rights in 2000 when it acquired King World Productions, the company that had previously handled distribution. Sony, however, owns the production rights through its acquisition of Merv Griffin Entertainment in 1994, a company founded by the creator of both Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! Sony's lawsuit also highlights a dispute over CBS's decision to cut ties with Nielsen in October 2024. Nielsen is a company that measures TV ratings and provides important data for advertisers. Sony claims that without this data, CBS has been unable to sell advertising for the shows effectively, which is hurting the show's profitability. This is especially problematic as the upfront advertising sales period approaches, a crucial time when most ad deals are made for the year. The conflict could affect major television stations, particularly ABC's own stations in key markets like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. These stations are important affiliates for Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! And they may find themselves caught in the middle of this dispute between Sony and CBS. With both companies standing firm, it is interesting to see how the legal battle will play out and whether the shows will remain with CBS or transition to Sony's control. In a bold maneuver that has sent shockwaves across the television landscape, Sony Pictures Television is reportedly trying to pry away two of America's most iconic game shows, Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! From CBS, their broadcast home for nearly 4 decades. The wheel is spinning, and the answer to this daily double is, what is a high-stakes power play? Sources close to the matter say Sony is considering yanking both shows from CBS stations once their current syndication deal expires in 2026, in hopes of planting the venerable titles on other networks, or even turbocharging them for its own streaming ambitions. Sony has owned both shows since the late 1980s, but CBS has long distributed them with comfortable, reliable ratings for its affiliates. Now, amid fierce battles for legacy IP and the ever-shifting sands of streaming, Sony is rethinking its assets, and the prospect of a bigger slice of the advertising and distribution pie is proving irresistible. Behind the scenes, insiders describe intense chess moves between Sony executives and network chiefs, with phrases like exclusivity rights, premium ad inventory, and even franchise expansion being floated. Rumors swirl of potential Jeopardy! Primetime specials, or a Will streaming spinoff, all under tighter Sony control. CBS, for its part, is pushing hard to retain the shows, knowing they anchor late afternoon lineups and pull in loyal, multi-generational audiences. For millions, the faces of Pat, Vanna, and that distinctive Jeopardy! Theme are ritualistic comforts too precious to lose. One thing is clear, this isn't just a battle over TV rights, it's a fight for nostalgia, cultural capital, and billions in long-term revenue. The final answer? Stay tuned. Would you like a snappier version for social media too?